Yo, what's good? You're 4-3 here back in today, and today, guys, we are here for Forzathon number 52. That is right, guys. We have done 1 full year of Forzathon as we move over into the 1 year anniversary of Forza Horizon 4. And honestly, I am excited for this, and I really wish we could be doing such a huge live stream to celebrate all this great stuff. But no, unfortunately, we're going to talk about why this is not a live stream and why this is a regular video later on. But right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the week's challenges. Starting things off, we have American Icon, Own and Drive the Loud and Brutal 2013 Dodge SRT Viper GTS. So I've gone ahead, I've made a couple of tunes that are going to be good for this challenge. But yeah, this is the cover car from Forza Horizon 1, although back then, it wasn't called the Dodge SRT Viper, it was just the SRT Viper GTS. And we'll talk about that story here in a little bit as well. Moving on, we have Brute Force. Use the weight of your SRT Viper GTS to its full potential and earn 10 trading paint skills. You know, to be honest, I would think the heavier your car is, the less likely you get trading paint skills because you'd probably just run into it. But that's beside the point. But yeah, you know, we're going to be a big, fat, heavy American. We're going to run into some cars and hopefully trade some paint. Moving on, we have Showdown. Put on a show of force by winning 3 street scene events in your SRT Viper GTS. That should not be too terrible for us. I've got a race tune on mine ready to go right now, which is actually showing as an 899. I don't know if you guys have had this issue, but like, you can download a tune, it'll be a S1 900, and then all of a sudden it'll be like an 899, or it'll be like a S2 901, and for some reason it does weird things like that. Like little fine adjustments, and it just does weird things. It's so bizarre. Then finally we have Like a Boss. Celebrate your victories by earning 750,000 skill score in your SRT Viper GTS. So we've made a drift car, have not tested it yet, have not driven the car at all, and we'll probably do some fine tuning on it, but we're going to take it over to Fortune Island, and we're going to hit the mountain, and hopefully we'll be able to get some skill score from that. But right now, let's go and get started with our first challenge of getting the trading paint skills. I believe I'm offline right now. Yes, that is correct, so that'll be good for us. But let's go ahead and make our way over here to the freeway. So anyway, the reason why this is not a live stream, and many of you guys probably already know what's going on, is last week when we were live streaming, I got hacked. I essentially got kind of hacked. I won't really say hacked because it wasn't a true hacking. I got DDoS attacked, right? So that kind of freaked me out a little bit. Like, I've never been DDoSed or anything like that, and overall, taking care of the issue wasn't that hard, but it's still, you know, iffy. Like, it's something that you don't expect. You never want it to, like, happen to you. Like, it's definitely something you don't want to have happen, and it's just like, oh, why did this person have to take it out on me? And then on top of that, the story that many of you guys probably don't know is I messaged the guy. I got into his party, and I asked him, you know, what he wanted, why he was doing all this, and he was telling me that it's because he just doesn't like streamers. So any streamer that he's able to get their IP address from, he will do this, supposedly. And then I asked him what he wanted. Like, I'm just trying to, like, you know, do this live stream and all that, and he tried to extort me for $5,000. Like, I asked him, what's he want? And he's like, I want $5 grand, motherfucker. And it's just like, what? What? And like, you know, from that, it was a pretty weak attack at best. Like, it wasn't shutting down my whole internet. Like, I could still access some things, but it was like, I don't know if you guys have safety mode on your cell phones or anything like that. When you run out of data at the end of the month, for example, my phone runs into safety mode. And with safety mode, I can still access some things, but like, you know, videos, because it takes so much information, you know, I'm not able to actually, you know, watch videos while I'm in safety mode. You know, I can only do that on my actual home Wi-Fi. But with safety mode, like, I can still, like, stream Spotify music, and I can still do some Google searches. It just takes a little longer. Like, it's not as quick, it's not as speedy, and that's kind of what my whole internet in my house was doing, and it was flicking on and off all the freaking time, and it was just annoying. And eventually I figured out how to fix it. I just had to go change my IP address. So everything's fine now. Everything is good now. But yeah, this kind of scared the shit out of me. So live streams are going to be changing. It's just something that's going to have to happen. because I figure how he was able to access my IP address is probably through the Xbox party. He probably has some sort of external source that's reading it. Because honestly, I will say this, you know, DDoSing is not something that's hard, and you don't have to be like an extraordinary hacker or nothing like that. It's just, you can buy a program literally that'll allow you to do it, and it's just, it it irks me that somebody wanted to do this. It was just so annoying. Uh, I can't deal with it. I really can't deal with it. So from now on, live streams are probably going to be changing, and we'll kind of explain that while we get into some of these street races. Because we just finished up that next challenge. Let's go ahead and find some street races to do. Let's see here. We should probably actually filter out just street races. Where are they? There we go. Street scene. There we go. We'll do this one first. So here are my ideas of what we're going to do in live streams from now on. Because, you know, we've had this open lobby, open party sort of format. Well, I kind of still want to do the open lobby. I still want to have people be able to come in, have some fun, and play with, you know, YouTubers and stuff like that. Like, I feel like a lot of times, many YouTubers aren't open to having, you know, people come in and play with them and that sort of stuff. And they have, like, a posse. They have a posse that they sort of keep together. And I've been trying to keep that from not happening to this channel. Like, I don't want that to end where, you know, I'm not communicating with you guys and all that sort of stuff. That's kind of what I really want this channel to be, is I want it to be a way where we can all talk to each other and we can have a good time. But the thing is, though, is with this event, it's showing me that there's people out there that are, you know, they don't, their form of a good time is to make people suffer. And that's a really hard reality, is that there's people out there that just want to see others suffer, and that's how they get their enjoyment. That's how they get their kicks. So, because I believed he got it through the Xbox Live party, from now on, probably parties are going to be invite only. And everyone's going to have to be vetted beforehand. So what I mean by vetted beforehand is some people that are, you know, regulars, like FS Gens, for example. You know, he's one of our regular moderators. You got Starlight, Metal Gauge, Tonic. You've got all the people who have been around since the beginning. You know, shoot, even Bills Rock. You know, I haven't talked to Bills Rock in 2 years, but he's like he's the OG. Him and Tongi are the OGs. Like, they used to come out to the live streams before I even had 100 subs, and then they just stopped coming. But you know, those people are going to be the ones. I know I missed some. Like, you know, there's also Savvy Snail, and there's oh, who else is there? I know there's so many more. There's just so many more. But what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to create a group chat, right? And in this group chat, I'm going to add all the people who have come out to live streams and have shown that, you know, they can be mature, they can be in the live streams, they're not going to be loud, they're not going to do anything like this. And you know, we can trust them, and they'll probably be the ones in the party. That way we can still have some good communication with at least those folk. The ones who have kind of shown that they're here, they're ready to be in the party, and they're ready to, you know, not be an asshole. Pardon my language, but that's basically what it's going to be. But I still want to keep the lobby open. I still want to make it so that people are going to be able to join the lobby. But, you know, since I'm not going to be running through game chat or anything like that, so I feel like that will be a way that we can possibly go about this, is having a open lobby but a closed party now. And if you guys want to try and get into the party at a future date, I'm figuring what's probably going to happen is you're going to have to talk to some of the people who are already in the party to make sure that they can, like, vet you, and they'll be able to tell me if, like, you're a good person or not. Because the person who did this is actually a friend of a regular. You know, that's the sad part, is it's somebody who has been here in the party for a long time, someone I've trusted quite a bit, and one of their friends came in here and did this. And that's the really scary part about this. That's why it's going to have to remain invite only. But that's also why I'm also kind of questioning about even having this party feature anymore. Because I know that individual has almost lost... I don't think I can let them back in. Because if they invite this person again to the party, then it's going to be for naught. Like they're still gonna be able to do whatever the hell they were doing with this DDoS attack, and it's just it bugs me. It really bugs me and it irks me, and it's something I've been thinking about this whole last week, trying to figure out what on earth are we gonna do about it. You know, it's just it's why we don't have a live stream this week because of this. It's why we didn't have a live stream on Sunday for Motorsport 7 or any other games. And it's probably why we're not going to have a live stream next week either, because I still need to kind of figure out these logistics of how everything is going to work. I need to get everything set up, ready to go, so that we can actually we can have fun again. Because it hurt. It really, really hurt. And the fact that someone tried to bring money involved, and they thought that somehow I could afford that. Like, that's something like, no, I can't afford that. That's ridiculous. And it's just, I don't know. I really, really don't know. But I think we've talked enough about that. You know, we've been talking nonstop about the DDoS attack for 11 minutes now. Let's try and focus on the game. So I've got this tune. This is the #1 S1 tune for this Dodge Viper SRT. So let's talk about the story with Dodge, right? I kind of briefly discussed it in the other video, and I will say this: I made one version of that video, and I think I talked about Dodge for like solid 5 minutes. I talked for them about a solid 5 minutes. And it was just like, oh man, I can't do that. I can't do that. We got to save the long story for like a live stream or something like that. So we're in this SRT Viper GTS, right? So it originally was actually just SRT, because many guys are probably aware of the story. Essentially, Dodge decided that the Dodge Viper was not selling worth it. It was costing them too much money to develop. And they needed to focus more on the family cars, you know, things like the Charger, the Challenger, and their brand new Dodge Dart. So they threw the Viper away. And essentially what happened is the original engineers for the Dodge Viper, because, you know, they built that car out of scraps. Like, they just had stuff lying around, and they built that car. And it wasn't really engineered. It was just sort of just like, oh, hey, let's throw this together, and hopefully it works. And then they designed the body, and they came out with a successful formula for an American sports car. Anyway, what happened from here is the original engineers of the original Dodge Viper got together and decided to try and do it again. You know, we'd already had other generations of the Viper that were more highly engineered, but they got together like in a little shed, and they created a new company, SRT, which SRT, of course, is the sports team for Dodge. Like, you've got all these like SRT Chargers, SRT Challengers. There was supposed to be the Dodge Neon SRT. They were going to make the Dodge Dart SRT, which is going to be all-wheel drive with like 300 plus horsepower, and was going to be twin turbo. It was going to be an amazing car. I wanted that car so bad. Never made it though. So they went ahead and they made this new company, SRT. And what they did with SRT is they developed a new Viper. Probably the most beautiful Viper that's ever existed. Honestly, I mean, look at it. It's just so damn gorgeous. Like, you can get those accents of the original Viper in it, but you can tell that this car is modern, that it's good to go. Like, it is a fantastic looking vehicle. And as well, it handles extraordinarily well. For, like, traditional Dodge Vipers, those things slid quite a bit. With this model, they aren't nearly as slidey as they were before. They are much more refined, and they still have this massive engine of the 8.4 liter V10. It's just absolutely ridiculous and insane. And then, of course, Hennessy gets a hold of them, turns them into like their Viper, and holy crap, that thing's ridiculous. But, I mean, goddamn, this car was amazing. And with this, SRT was able to prove that the American public and the world in general want this car. They want the Dodge Viper. Although at the time it was the SRT Viper. They want this massively powerful V10 that makes almost no sense at all, and they want it. And with the success of SRT, basically what happened is Dodge ended up seeing this and were like, okay, and I'm sure there were probably some litigations and lawsuits and all kinds of things that went on, but Dodge ended up acquiring SRT again It could have been financial reasons, I mean, it was a relatively expensive car to engineer and build, and it was a relatively expensive car to buy. But Dodge ended up acquiring SRT and started producing the car under their name again. So the Dodge Viper was once again reborn. And honestly, I love it. This is probably my favorite generation of the Viper, and it's probably one of my favorite American cars in general. Like, I mean, of course there's other American cars, like you could claim like the Hennessy Venom, for example. I love the Venom. Like, I think that thing is absolutely insane, because I'm also a big Lotus Elise fanboy, so when I see the Hennessy Venom, which is basically just a Lotus Elise, God, everybody just crashed into those cars. I fall in love with it, and the Venom F5 looks freaking amazing as well. So when I see this Viper, I'm talking more from like the big three, like Dodge, Ford, and Chevrolet. It's probably one of my favorite sports cars made by any of them. Probably next it would be the Corvette. And the CA Corvette, once I get to drive that thing, it'll probably give this car quite a run for its money. I mean, it costs $30,000 less, and is mid-engined, and is got like Italian leather interior. Like, I mean, this car, I feel like Chevrolet has got to be losing money on this new Corvette. Like, I feel like that's got to be happening. I mean, they didn't have to develop an engine or anything like that, but they did have to develop a whole lot of new stuff for this car. They had to do so much for it, and have to make it look still kind of like a Corvette. Like, I will say this, my dad, he's a big Corvette fan, right? And he hates it. He absolutely hates it. He's like, it's not a Corvette. He straight up says that. He says up that the C8 is not a Corvette. That it doesn't look like a Corvette. It doesn't drive like a Corvette. It won't be a Corvette. And that if he wanted a Ferrari, he would go out and buy a Ferrari. But what he wants is he wants a Corvette. Like, he'd buy, the last generation of the true Corvettes for him, I think, was the C6. Because it still had the round taillights. But, I think he doesn't like it because it's not what it used to be. I really think that's kind of what it's all about, is that it's not the Corvette of yesteryear, and if one day I somehow strike it rich and win the lottery, that's what I want to get him. I want to get him a Corvette of yesteryear. Like a C1 would be amazing if I could get my hands on one of those. But, odds are not going to end up striking it rich. I do YouTube and I'm a Forester. Like, oh, those two careers options are not that great. I mean, if this channel all of a sudden blows up and I get like 1 million subscribers by next year, maybe. Odds of me getting 1 million subscribers by next year, probably very slim to none. Unless I completely change this channel over and it's no longer about Forza and cars and racing games, and I were to do something like all of a sudden learn animation and start doing those anime skits, kind of like Odd Ones Out or something. I've thought about doing some of those. Probably won't because I don't know how to animate. But yeah, that's kind of what is going on right there. I think the CA Corvette could give this thing a run for its money. I think we've got one more challenge left, which is our drifting challenge. So let's go ahead and make our way over to Fortune Island, and we're going to break out our drifting Dodge Viper, which will be pretty nice. But yeah, I like the Viper a lot, and Forza Horizon 1 is probably my favorite Horizon game ever. It actually had a story to it. I feel like it had the best story of any game, and I would really like to see a Horizon 1 like story again in the future. Because this whole deal where it's like, you're trying to become the champion, or you're like a nobody, and just, I loved it. I really loved the Horizon 1. And then Horizon 2, I think you were the reigning champion. And Horizon 3, you were making the Horizon Festival, like you were one of the presenters of it. And then Horizon 4, you live at the festival, because it's a year long. Like, just... I want to go back to the, like, more storytelling aspect of it, and maybe we'll see that. They've had to hire a bunch of storytellers because Playground Games is working on that Fable game. So anyway, though, let's go ahead and hop into our other Dodge really quickly. I've got it right here saved under my favorites for quick and easy access. Let's go ahead and grab it. And it has got an anime design, and it's actually from one of my favorite animes, which is Sword Art Online. If you guys have watched it, it gets mixed reviews. The first season, a lot of people loved it, But then you got into the other one, and everyone seemed to hate it all of a sudden. I still kind of liked it. You know, it was kind of whatever for me, but yeah. Anyway, we're going to be doing the drift zone here. I'm going to go ahead and select all again, and we're going to fast travel to this point. So hopefully on this mountain, I think we might be able to get about half our total points. That's what I'm really hoping for. And I do not know if this is going to work out too well, because this is a drift car that I literally just built. This is my first time drifting it. We'll see how this thing actually works out. Ooh, I'm seeing some traffic cars. Don't want to hit them. We want to keep up this score. We're already at 2.5 multiplier. All right. Oh, damn it.
When it is safe to do so.
We're going to hit this. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's even worse. We failed the drift zone, which means all the traffic cars are going to be alive. Oh, that's not good. Oh, there we go. Was that going to count as... No, it's not solid. That would have been a great drift tap. Oh, alrighty, here we go. So we're almost to 5. There we go. We're at 5 times multiplier. All right. So we're almost up to 100K. We're almost up to 100,000. Oh, there we go. Get that corner. Yeah. Oh, this corner's blind. Yes, we got it, though. We got that corner. We got that corner. We got this little red car, this little red Mini that we got to avoid. All right, there we go. Oh, fuck, Fiat. No, don't ruin this for me. Don't ruin this for me, little Fiat. Gotta avoid that. Oh, we hit it. Oh, that was close. That was close. That's 150,000. Oh, shit. Come on. We're off the road. Oh, man. We're up to 175. There we go. We kept it going. We kept the stream going. Oh, yes. There we go. Oh, that's going to be 200 right there. Oh, there's some damn cars. Cars and trees. That's what I don't like them right now. Ooh, man. No! You jackass! You jackass! What the fuck? What a... Oh, you turd! God damn it, that was the third of the way there! Grim Reaper, what the hell? You piece of crap! God, I hate that guy. I hate him so much right now. Oh, that sucks. Back up the mountain. Oh my, that's 1 million now we gotta get. Because we just lost so many points. Oh, God. I bet that guy's gonna target. No, he tried to. He tried to hit me. Oh my gosh, why? What a D-bag drivatar. Like, we got out of the way and he just had to hit us hard enough to where we lost all our points. Oh. There we go. At least now the drivatars and everything is going to be invisible on the way down. Unless we fuck up the drift zone again. Which hopefully we don't. There we go. That's going pretty good. Pretty smooth. But listen to the bramble of this damn V10. It sounds so good. It sounds so damn good. Alright, here we go. This should be about 100,000 again. Right here. Don't gotta worry about them. Ha ha! They're ghosted motherfuckers! Did we lose all our... We got all our points banked, didn't we? Damn. Damn, that sucked. Probably from a corner like that. Oh, but yeah, look at this. Look at this drift. It's so good. I know we're close to where we should be able to bank it yet. I want to bank it at another 100,000 at least. So that way we don't lose it again. That is definitely what I want. Because if we lose it again, that's going to hurt.
Arrived at your destination.
And of course, now the cars are back together. Here's Starship. Can we get around Starship? All right. Oh, fudge! Damn it. This is going to be harder than I thought. Like, it's not going to be that hard, but that's all we could do. That's all we could do. I purposely had to drive off there and hope for the best. Oh, well, I will see you guys when I get this done. Alright, so what I've done is I've gone ahead, I switched into online mode. That way we don't have to deal with the driving cars, we just have to deal with the traffic cars, which reduces a lot of the traffic on these roads. Makes it a little bit nicer for drifting. So we can do good stuff like this, although we're actually going to have to come up here and we're going to have to hit one of these walls or something. Although I have been getting a lot of points, so yay, it's built up. I didn't have to worry. There we go, that's a good drift right there. Probably should do like a little side swipe or something. The other thing I probably should have done is I should have checked the car mastery, because I have got so many car mastery points that I have not spent that I just need to start spending. Because I don't know how many I've lost just from the fact that I haven't spent like the 2,000 I already have, unless they're like unless they're maybe still accruing. That would be kind of nice. But now it's raining. Oh god, it's raining and we're driving through a forest in a Dodge Viper drift car. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Oh, you know what would be kind of cool? Is imagine if they had set it up so that like oh, I need to go change my underpants. That just scared the bejeebus out of me. Oh, dear Lord. But what I was going to say is, like, when you're driving through the forest, like, what if they set it up so that when you're driving, that if all of a sudden, you know, ooh, don't want to go near that house. But if, like, you're just driving through the forest and they set it up so that if you're going at a certain speed, it calculates it, and lightning will strike a tree, and that tree will actually end up falling onto the road just behind you as soon as you pass. That would have been so cool. It might have gotten annoying after a little while, but I think that would have been a really, really kind of a fun idea. Oh yeah, avoid those traffic cars. But drift zone, yeah, we're back on it, boys. We're back on it in the rain, going up the mountain. Right now we're sitting pretty at 300,000. That's 321,000 banked. So that should be about halfway there, or a little more than halfway. I think we got another 350,000 to go. So that might take us a little while, and since we're rear-wheel drive going up a mountain, oh man, this might take us a little while. At least to get the ultimate drifts anyway. It'll probably take us quite a while, but yeah, there we go. Woohoo! I didn't actually take a look at my points the last time when we went downhill, because I kind of, whenever I build a drift car, I kind of give a 300,000 point as my go-to. If I can get 300,000 points on this going downhill, then I consider the car to be good. So let's see what we get uphill, though, because right now we're sitting at 160. And I think normally, as I turn around this next corner up here, this is normally where I'm at 100,000 from the top. So right now we're just a little bit behind going uphill. But this car, can we get it up? Can we get that to reach 750,000? That is going to be the question of the day. Can we reach 700, or not 750,000? Can we reach 300,000 going up the top of the mountain? We got a few more turns left. We're at 260, 270, 75. I think we can. It's going to be very, very close. And yeah, we did it. Shit. There it is. That's 300,000 points going uphill. Holy crap. That means that this is a definite keeper. Although you guys see right there, my top score is 402. And I think that was with my Drifticon. My Lamborghini Huracan drift car. Love that thing to death. Oh, son of a bitch! I didn't even know this was a Forzathon Live. Oh my god, I probably should also mute my mic so people don't hear me in this. That's probably a good idea. Oh, son of a bitch, I didn't even know this was a Forzathon Live event. God damn it. I guess we'll get some score, except it's 0.0 miles an hour, so nobody's even doing this. Oh, what a drag. Like, you know, I remember when the game first came out, Forzathon Live was really awesome for, like, the first little bit. And then when everyone realized it was the same challenge over and over again, I think that's when people started to get a little upset. Like, man, I wish it was, like, a little bit more random. Like, that'd be nice, a little bit more randomness to it. But I guess not. So we haven't crashed in a while, which is really, really good. And I think we banged another 100,000 earlier. So this should be pretty close. This may be it on this next run. The next banking that we do. Oh, God. There we go. Get that landscaping skill. Get that side swipe skill. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that felt good. That felt good right there. This may actually be better than my Huracan. It may be better than the Huracan if I were to try it downhill again. But, man, I love that Huracan. Love that thing to death. Oh, we spun it. Let's go ahead and pull over and let these points go through. It's 130,000. What are we at in progress-wise? So, progress-wise, we are at 678,000. So, we just need to do a little bit more. One more run. One more run is all we need, and then we'll be finishing. But yeah. Alright, here we go. Let's get this going. Got this big-ass storm here. Oh, God, we just took that corner way too long. Probably should have snapped it back in a little bit. There we go. That's what we need. So I think we need about 75,000 is what it looked like, a little bit less than 75,000. So when we get up to 15,000 total points, that should be it. That should be the end of the Forzathon. Oh, come on. It's me drifting. That's awesome skill chain. It's 12 thick K. That's 12, 13. That should be enough. That should be enough. That should be enough. Let's go and pull over and wait for it to finish. That should be enough. That's got to be enough. Oh, God. Do we have to wait for the Forzathon to be over? We got to wait for the Forzathon to be over. The Forzathon Live, don't we? Yeah, we finished it up. So that's actually where we finished everything up, but the thing is, though, is we didn't get the little notification at the bottom, because we're in the middle of a Forzathon live, because I accidentally drove into it, not realizing it was freaking there. So, but anyway, though, guys, that's where I'm going to go and wrap things up for today. I know today is a little bit sad, I guess you could say. But leave a comment down below and let me know what are your guys' thoughts and opinions on the future of our live streams. Because the other thing is my live streams aren't that good. Because I don't have good internet. So they're always really bad to watch and rewatch. Because they're not like it. They're barely in 720p, if that. But anyway, leave a comment down below and let me know what do you guys think about the future of Forzathon and live stream here on this channel. As well, if you guys want to, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at twitter.com/girl413 and instagram.com/girl413. And if you guys like this video, go make sure to hit that like button down below for us, because you guys already know your support is so greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe for more videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.